Join us. Yeah. Join us, see?
Hello. How's everybody doing out there? What is everybody up to tonight? It's echo. There is an echo in here. Do you hear any kind of a whistling or a sound?
Squeaky sound?
Yeah.
Do you hear a squeaky sound?
Let me throw this in here and see if this. You hear a squeaky sound with this.
No, sounds good.
Still sound good even with the second camera? Hello, full-time dream. Thank you for coming in here. Arkansas micro farmer was here early. Cajun hydroponic says, "Hey, y'all, putting the chicken nuggets in their cage. Gonna be back."
Ashley Air Kale.
Bill's fishing adventure. Hello. Ashley Ratcliffe, our faithful and honored moderator. I've been cleaning house. All right, Ashley Ratcliffe. Good to do some spring cleaning, especially in the spring. Gary Kelsall, good to see you tonight. I'll take this away from the stream.
Hey, Captain Jack Scrapper.
Arkansas, no feedback yet. Good. It would if I unmuted this. It goes, ay. But Captain Jack Scrapper, the Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla, ahoy, matey. How are you tonight, Mr. Jack Scrapper? Gonna do a review on this. We just found this. I really am enjoying it. How many of you like AHA? This is AHA apple and white tea, caffeinated. It's really good. Reminds me of apple soda I used to drink when I was a kid. There's Mary's Ranch, our faithful and honorable Patreon. Thank you so much, Mary's Ranch. You guys go over and check out Mary's Ranch. She's is getting a lot of stuff going on right now.
Dinner. What are you making?
Yeah, what's for dinner, Mary? We had chicken breast, fritters, or nuggets, or tenders, kind of all three.
Okay,
But there'll be a vlog up probably next. Oh no, maybe Friday. Might be for the Ray Parade Friday. Not sure because we haven't gone anywhere yet this week. Outside of town, well, just around this area, so we haven't done any real big travel vlogs. We probably could hit a park or something.
Yeah.
I mean, but I don't know that we have plans other than I got a lot of running I have to do this week and a lot of things. How's it going, fam? The fluffy bearded man's here tonight. Have not missed your barbecued rib challenge. I'm so excited to see it, and you've been teasing me all day. Haven't had a chance to watch it. Can't wait to get back and watch that. Fluffy bearded man. I think it was a 3 pound.
I love
3 pound ribs, a big rack of ribs. I think it takes him. I'm guessing right now, and I have not seen it. I'm guessing 7 minutes to finish it. Right around 7 minutes to finish it. There's Kenny's link. Yeah, thank you, Ashley.
Is he in here?
Fordman, aka Kenneth Oaks. Is he in here? I didn't see him come in. Kenneth Oaks in here? No. Do you? I don't. Yeah, I could do it. I don't think I could do it in 7 minutes. And I don't think I could. Could I eat a whole 3 pound? I don't know. I don't eat as much as I used to. It's a giant rack of ribs. There was a time I could have.
Yeah.
I don't think I could anymore. I still get the same amount of food that I used to, and I eat probably half of it. I don't know why. I'm getting older, so things.
I think you eat more strung out than all at once.
Okay, yeah. Fourth Man goes live tonight, later. Hopefully later. This right here is one thing I hope to do tonight. This Clue game. Has anybody seen this by Hasbro? The card game. We used to love playing Clue, the board game. This came out a couple years ago. They have this Battleship and what else? There was a third one.
Does it tell on the back of it?
Oh, Connect Four. Clue, Connect Four, and Battleship is what we saw. But I thought Clue would be the funnest one, especially for like rain days if you're camping, or rain days at home, or what else? You know, just like holidays, just for something different, or when you're camping or road trips. I think this card game would be fun. So I don't know how to play it. I think we can learn to play it together on here. What do you guys think? Think we can do that? I don't know. We're gonna try later. And we'll probably stay on here for a good hour or so. So every Monday we do something different. If anybody wants to come up here and talk about your channel, I'm going to post the link in here. And if I know who you are, you're more than welcome to come up, talk about your channel, and let us know what's going on
Do
in your
kids
neck of
still
the
play
woods right now.
card play card and board games? Some, but I don't think as many as when we were kids.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I think
mean-
they'd probably be on their phone or something. But if you're camping this summer, maybe you can get them off their phone or
Well,
their
our
video
kids that
games
did
or
a
something
lot
like
of them
this.
were-
I always liked Clue. I thought it was a lot of fun. And I think the card game will be even funner because there's no pieces to lose. You know, you don't have to pack a big thing to travel. You can just get this out and, you know, take it with you. And everybody can have some fun. Yes, Ashley, please drop your or any other. Hey, Gary's on there. Come on up,
Gary
Gary.
Gary said I'd say something.
Gone. Everything. Had my beard down to here. Saved it for a little boy. He's got cancer.
You shaved it off for a little boy that had cancer.
Yep, make me look like him.
Yeah, that's all.
So
Listen,
I'm a big, big fluffy man walking around bald.
Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, we shaved off November 1st in 2021. Yeah, 2021. So it's been just over 18 months we've been growing our beard, but we shaved it off for the veterans. We were trying to raise some awareness for veterans and, you know, all the hardships they go through.
Yeah, I started growing mine when my father got sick with cancer. And when he
Cancer is also another really something we need to really recognize and sure,
he was
make awareness.
proud. He goes, you grew yours longer than mine. I said, I'm trying, Dad. And 2 weeks later, he passed away, and I said I wasn't going to shave. But then Lucian got to me. He was online looking at me, and I was like, for you, little man, I'll do it. And then the next night I came on, he looked at me, he goes, you look like me now. And I said, that was it. That was the plan.
Well, that's what it's all about, huh? Make it a little easier for him.
Oh, yeah. He's a little boy, and he's going to stage 4, so
Oh, man.
pain. I wish I could take it away, but I don't have that power. I can just make him laugh.
Well, and that does, I'm sure that takes a lot of the pain away.
Yep. It's just sad to see a little boy go through that, though. Oof. Definitely tugged at the heartstrings.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm glad there's people like you that help because otherwise, who would they have? You know, we all got to do our part.
His parents are being tough about it, but you can see it in his father's eyes. He's like, He's going to lose it.
Every parent's nightmare.
Yep. And I thought I had a bad with a son that has severe asthma. I was like, that ain't nothing.
Yeah, severe asthma. That's still hard to deal with.
Yeah. Well, he's 28 now, so he's a big boy. I mean, literally big boy.
So he's
He's
had
got
to
me
deal with
by,
it most of his life, and
he carries an inhaler with him, does everything he can. He works a third shift, second shift, or whatever they want him to do at Myers. So
awesome.
he's been there 8 years now.
Hey, good.
Yeah.
That's something to be proud of.
Oh, good Lord, yeah. They call him, what did he say? One lady said she calls him Grizzly Adams. He got me by 2 inches and got me by about 45 pounds.
Hmm.
I'm like,
How
where'd you
long
get that
was your
from?
beard when you shaved it?
I was down to about almost past my belly.
Wow.
So
So
that's
a
just
couple
here.
feet.
It'll grow back
Yeah, it'll grow back.
eventually. I
That's
don't know
for
how long it's
sure.
going to take because I'm kind of pretty old, so it's going to take a while.
Yeah. Well, I shaved off just over 18 months ago. And this is what I've got. So, I mean,
I'm going to start putting Miracle Grow on my chin, see that helps.
that might help.
Mhm.
I don't know.
Spread it
Might
all
hurt a
over.
little bit. Like aftershave.
Yep.
I use Miracle Grow for aftershave.
And this
We
is
had
my,
snow and rain all day. It was snowing and sleeting all day today.
oh
Now,
my
where are
God, I
you
woke
at?
up in
What part of the country?
Zionsville, Indiana. Zionsville, Indiana. I'm right north of Indianapolis by 20 minutes.
Very cool. Yeah, we're up northwest Ohio. Kind of right in
And
between, right up by Indiana, Michigan, and in the three corners.
I have a buddy that lives in Marion, Ohio.
Oh, Marion, yeah, I know where that's at. That's not far.
His name's
I mean,
Randall. He's
hour
pretty
probably.
good feller.
Yeah.
Did you get snow today?
About an inch.
Yeah. We got, Mary asked, we got snow this morning. It didn't really stick though.
Oh, it was slapping inside the house, slapping satellite juice, sticking inside trees. My cars were covered. I left my whole car out in the car driveway. Didn't know the weather, and I woke up, it's covered in snow, and I went, oh no! About an aneurysm. It's a collector. But yeah, I got this little boy. He's got that big. His name's Dakota. Dakota.
Oh, they're so cute. We love our fur babies. And that's your boy?
Yeah,
Or your-
Dakota. That's Dakota right there. That's my
That's the
dog
one you
Lucy.
shaved your beard off for?
Now,
Oh,
this is my son, Lucian. He's a friend of mine. He got a reptile. He's a reptile herpetologist,
oh,
basically. His name is Rodriguez. He's got venomous snakes. He actually has a porcupine as a pet now.
porcupine pet.
Oh, the thing is hilarious. You start chewing on him. Okay, you ready to eat? He starts taking his glasses off. I'm like, hey, Clay, you ready to eat again? It's
Huh.
hilarious to watch it online. It's like, and it sits on his shoulder. That's what I can figure out. I don't think I want a porcupine near my head
Yeah,
or ear. Bad idea.
yeah. Have you ever taken a porcupine burr or quill out?
He's He's laughing at one day. He goes, yeah, I want to go sit down. He stuck me right in my ass. I was like, whoa.
Oh no.
So TMI.
Yeah. We
Then he
don't
goes to
have
go.
porcupine up here, but I watched Old Yeller. I know that porcupines aren't good.
Well, this is a cute little guy. He looks like a beaver.
Oh,
He's a
yeah.
little guy. I mean, maybe 5, 6 weeks old.
Wow.
A friend of his had it, and he said, I'll take it because he had a couple because they rescued him somehow.
Yeah.
I was like, well, that sounds like fun, but I got snakes and stuff like that. That's about it. That's all I want. Non-venomous. Because I don't want to get bit and end up hitting the floor. See, too many people do that. Not know what they're doing and grab a snake, psst, and be done. Not in this house. Besides that, my wife would kill me.
What? Get poisonous? Get bit by something poisonous?
I've never been bit by poisonous, but I've been bit by plenty of other things. And there's no fun. They hurt. Especially trying to get them off their teeth. They're not normal. They got the hook on, and it's like you gotta wiggle them so they don't rip the teeth out or rip your skin up.
Really?
Nasty. Took almost 3 weeks to heal one bite. I'm not doing that again.
Yeah.
So I got gloves. I got those old welder's gloves that come up to your elbows. I'm covered.
Yeah. That's what I use. If we ever get a squirrel or anything in the house, that's what I use in big welding gloves.
Yeah, it's hard to bite through them.
All right, Mary. We'll see ya.
Have a good one, gentlemen and ladies.
Said she might come back. She's gonna go finish dinner.
Bye, Mary.
I got to start dinner myself. I
Yeah,
don't
where you
allow my wife to come to my kitchen.
Now, do you want to tell these people what you do on your channel, Gary?
I just do everything. I take dogs for walks. I do everything.
What's your
Sometimes I cook.
latest video? What'd you put up?
The latest video was when I took my 3 dogs out. Well, it was so windy, one of my dogs almost rolled over, literally from the wind. It's like walking around sidewalk. I was like, what? Go away. Get a kite string.
Blowing your dogs away, huh?
It's a little chihuahua. His name is Fitz.
Very cool. Yeah, I like chihuahuas. My brother had a chihuahua. They're funny.
Oh, he's mean. Ooh.
They think they are. They think they're the toughest dog around.
Oh, he thinks he's a part Rottweiler.
That's what they all do. I don't know. They got this. That's their personality. I don't know why.
I got an extra neighbor who has one of them Newfoundlands.
Yeah, they're big.
Looks like a big fur ball walking down the sidewalk.
Yeah.
I mean, he comes up to my waist and Fitz will go charging at him. I'm like, dude, you're a snack.
Yeah.
And I got my hound dog.
Nuggets.
My hound dog, Finnegan. He's close to 80 pounds. Yeah, he's just strong-headed. I mean, I go take him for a walk. You want to go for a walk? He'll run for the front door, and every time he'll run it right in the glass door.
Yeah.
And dead stop, look at me like, oh, come on, you know there's a door there. Stop.
We had a sliding glass door that went out to a back porch, and I don't know how many people walked into it. Especially if you were out there at night watching movies or TV or something, they wouldn't notice. They'd get up, boom, fall right back down. It was hilarious.
Yeah, at my mom and dad's old house, they had a door the split doors they call them, where the top half opened, you leave bottom half closed.
Yeah.
I don't know how many times I tripped over that damn thing.
Yeah.
I go fly run, I hit it, thinking the door's open because I see it open.
Yeah.
The top part, but I'm not paying attention to the bottom part.
And you just
because I got somebody on my heels chasing me, wanting to wrestle. I'm like, oh no.
Yeah.
I'm laying there. She goes, you forgot that, didn't you? I said, yes, I did. And she goes, guess what? You get to put it back on the track. Like, oh, good Lord. Warn the fella next time.
Those were the good old days.
Yeah, when you could take punishment, nowadays, too old. Oof. Every little thing hurts.
Yeah.
And it's not the brain, it's the body. The brain's thinking, yeah, I'm young, I can take it. No, bad idea. Don't listen.
You can do the same thing you used to do.
Take a recording, stick it.
Don't you?
Take a recording, stick it in your ear. Remember, you're old. Walk away. Because you want to shut up the teenagers, but then you're thinking, oh, it's going to hurt the next day really, really bad. I went up to high school here and was watching them wrestle. And the wrestling coach, I wrestled him. He looked at me and he goes, I know who you are now. Come down here. I'm like, oh, crap. Here we go. I'm going to end up in a pretzel. He beat me every time. No matter what I tried, he beat me. And he looked at me, he goes, you filled out. I said, oh, I'm a shape. I'm round.
Yeah.
I said, 6 foot. I'm round. He goes, how much you weigh? I said, 289. He goes, I got a perfect person for you to meet and wrestle. I'm like, I didn't come here to wrestle. I came here to watch. And this teenager comes around the corner and it's got me by 2 feet.
Wow.
I'm like, you're crazy. That's not a freaking person. That's a mountain.
Yeah, 2 foot taller than 6 foot. That's a mountain.
I'm thinking, Jesus Christ. He weighed 385 pounds. No. I want to keep my limbs. I'll be more than happy to show him. You want to have another person come over wrestling? He go, everybody else is scared of him. I'm like, oh, I can see why. They want to keep stuff attached.
Yeah.
Good Lord, he's a monster. And he's only 17. I said, he's not even done growing yet. He plays football, too.
Yeah, well, I would too if I was that big.
He's the nose tackle here for Zionsville.
You'd be throwing guys around if you're that big, 8 foot.
He said when he plays football, he makes sure his quarterback does not get touched.
Yeah. I'd be a receiver.
I'm like,
you don't even have to jump. You just be like, oh, right here. Catch it.
Well, he said he's got a pattern down where he can let the runner come by him, and he's got like 2 guys on him. He said, yeah, go ahead, take 2 guys and let the runner go. I said, they got an awesome ground game. It's a passing game. They need a quarterback that's got an arm.
Ground game's what wins the game.
Yep, that and defense. If you got a good defense, their defense is not
a good ground game. Yep.
Defense is pretty not too shabby, but they can still use some corners. Too many passes and runs go around the corner too quick. But their safeties, good Lord, they're fast.
Yeah.
They come up and make up for what the line doesn't hold. Got to give them that. It's like, go to the games. I don't care how cold it is. It's like you get warmed up because you're jumping around. I almost fell down the bleachers. Hit him.
Don't do that.
I thought I was getting ready to run the field.
Do that. You're old.
Get ready to run down the field and say, here, I'll show you how to hit him. Goldberg him and spear him. But then I got to thinking in my head, no, don't do that.
Don't do that. You'll be hurting for days.
I'll be hurting for months.
Yeah, it could be even months. Our buddy, he didn't fall, but Funky Food with Dave over at Funky Food with Dave had surgery, and his arm's in a sling.
Oh,
Probably 5 weeks, he said.
I had both feet operated on because I broke both my big toes and they were crooked, so they had to straighten them. I was walking around like I was riding a horse for months. Looked like the shakiest gun in Indiana. It's like, oh, good Lord. And it took almost 6 months for it to heal up.
Our daughter went to Indianapolis this weekend with some friends.
Where'd she go to? A concert here? Or?
No, just friends down there. A friend of hers.
Yeah, there's a big concert in town, so I was wondering if you came for it, like Justin Bieber.
She might have, but she didn't tell us that. She told us she was going to her friend's house. She might have went to the concert. I mean, she's...
Yeah, the big old concert. There was a lady online selling tickets for $3,000 a piece for a Justin Bieber concert.
Wow, I don't think she went.
What was it?
Who was it?
It's downtown at the old Conseco Fieldhouse, Ice House.
Yeah.
Where Ice, the hockey team, plays.
Yeah, but who was playing? Who was the concert?
Huh?
Do you know who was in the concert?
It was Justin Bieber.
Oh.
Oh, I doubt
She
it.
didn't go to Justin
I
Bieber. I
doubt
don't
that.
think. Maybe, probably not.
No,
Yeah,
she didn't.
I wouldn't think she probably would, but she's probably a little bit older, isn't she?
Yeah, she's
19, yeah.
19. She would have.
Oh yeah, she's out of that stage.
She might have liked Justin Bieber when she was little, but she doesn't like him no more. She probably got mad at me for saying that, but I don't think she liked him when she was little. Hey there, Cajun Hydroponics. How are you doing, buddy? We just bought how many did we buy? Oh, 50. 50 strawberry plants, 25 everbearing and 25 June bearing. To start our I'm not sure if we're gonna do a hydroponic tower or not. But if we are, this guy, Cajun Hydroponics, is going to walk through it. The setup. I kind of have a good idea how I want to do it, though. I would rather have his advice.
Yeah, my channel's gonna get an upgrade here soon. I've been talking to some people that actually know how to do the channel. So
Yeah, we got a dwarf tart cherry. It's supposed to grow in bunches, so not just one or two cherries. It'll have like a bunch of maybe 8 to 10 cherries, and it's a dwarf tree, so that should be pretty good. And we have a plum to plant this year. And what else did we start? I started Maziano, some sort of tomato. It's supposed to be pretty good. I've never grown before. Marzanos, something like that.
I tried to grow plants here, but it doesn't do no good.
Their aroma.
We got box stand right here below my house here. I got a raccoon that won't stay out of my garage. Whatever I do, he goes ahead and digs it out or tears it up. But he's gentle. It's weird. I go in the garage, he'll be in the garage, and he won't hiss, do nothing like that. He just sits there and looks at me.
He likes you.
But my son can go in there too, and he doesn't do nothing. It's like he doesn't move. He's not scared.
Tammy's dad used to have they used to have a pet raccoon they kept in their house.
This one, he's pretty big. You call him no tail because half his tail's missing.
So it says you.
Not me, my brother.
Yeah, her brother.
I heard it because I had a guy in Eagle Town where I used to live. He had 2 of them. He said, "They're funny to watch," but he goes, "You get mad, boy. You better watch your fingers."
We got the strawberry plants. They're actually from Straight Gate Greenhouse. We have a blog of Straight Gate Greenhouse here. It's a greenhouse here in Hicksville. Duke's got a blog. We got to well. And it opened up Saturday was their opening day. I went down to get those candy onions we got last year, Cajun, and the last year I bought the dried, just the miniature starts that were dried. And they didn't have those in yet, but they did have candy onion sets, and they have candy onions, the 4-packs that they started from seed. So they'll be first-year onions, and the sets I got will be second-year onions. But I think those plants that they started, they look really good and healthy, and I think they'll be perfect. We got red onions out, sweet onions out, and then we just bought, I think, 200 candy onions. Because we really like the candy onions. Last year we grew them for the first time, and the candy onions got the biggest out of all of them, and they tasted. I mean, you could eat them right out of the ground. They were almost like apple. I mean, they were sweet. You could eat it like an apple.
Oh, I got the itchies.
They were so good. You got your candy onion seeds today. See, I planted seeds, Cajun, and Danny, and they came up and then they died, and that's what happens for me. And now I have onions this year from the seeds I planted last year. I finally got them to get growing again, and I have them out in some containers outside, and they were just left outside all winter because I gave up on them. And they actually started growing again, grew all winter, and now they're out there looking amazing outside. But last year when I got my seeds to come up, they died right away. And I've never had any luck with onions. And I know I've watched thousands of videos on it. I've watched people do it. I've done it exactly the way they say it. I can't get them to grow. I can grow 3-pound tomatoes, but I cannot get onions to grow from seed. I can grow sets. I can grow the little plants, and if somebody else starts them, I can grow them real big. But I've never had any luck growing onions from seeds. Gary is muted.
What kind of dirt are you putting your onions in?
Or whatever, like potting soil and starter mix and whatever. Is there certain stuff I should put them in?
My grandma used to take a little bit of like if you have a manure anywhere close, mixing with the dirt.
Yeah.
Just not a lot, just a handful, and just mixing it with the dirt and water it down.
Yeah.
She grew some huge onions.
Yeah, they are. They'll get big if you can grow them from seed or have somebody start them from seed. If you grow them from sets, they concentrate on growing seeds, like they want to reproduce, because onions are a 2-year plan or biannual. So the
Size
first
of my
year they
fist.
concentrate on getting big, and the second year they concentrate on producing seeds. So every other year you're gonna get a big onion.
She made the best onion rings in the world.
Oh, I bet they're really good. Yeah.
Well, my fist.
I've tried putting manure in, but I don't normally fertilize any of my seeds until I have my primary leaves have come off, my secondary leaves have come on, then I start fertilizing. But you're saying fertilize onion seeds right from the start.
Yep, that's what she did. They were bigger than my fist.
Danny says they like a lot of fertilizer right from the seed, huh? Because I know I fertilize my onions good when they're growing, but I've never fertilized seeds ever. And you're telling me you have to with onions?
Oh yeah, she grew. I mean, she made out of the onions. She made like salsa, onion salsa, and everything. I mean, and then she grew some ghost peppers. Oh, she had them in a room inside the house where it was controlled to. Oh, good Lord. They would light you up.
Huh. Yeah, I got some pretty good peppers. Not all my peppers are up yet. I had let's see, I've got my orange ties are up. My NDT cayenne peppers are up. My some of my green peppers are up. Some of my pimento peppers are up.
She would. Oh, that's disgusting.
Actually up. But my ghost peppers aren't up yet. My reapers didn't germinate yet. I may have to replant some of them because they're getting up to about 21 days now.
The ghost peppers is making my stomach hurt again. But good God, they were so good.
Yeah, I like ghost peppers. They're actually a good flavor. Reapers, they just don't. I don't think they taste that well.
She took the seeds out of them. And she would take the seeds out, cut one in, take the seeds out, put cream cheese in it, and then battered it and put it in the oven and then deep fry them. I'm like, but I could eat two.
Danny's saying something like a 10-10-10 or something, or
I don't know what it was, but the cream cheese. I don't know what she did to the cream cheese, but it was sweet. After it came out of deep fryer, it was like a sweet taste.
Huh.
But then once you got past the cream cheese, it started getting away, and then you got into that pepper. Ooh wee! Because you bite in. Oh, well, Lord have mercy. I started cursing, and she has a jar in her house that she used to have. Every time you cussed, you had to put a quarter in there. I left that house, that jar was full. Drinking milk, drinking everything I can get a hold of to get rid of that fire.
I looked at the greenhouse too, Eric, and they didn't have any of their hot peppers out. They only had sweet peppers out, so I don't know. It just might not be the right time to grow them yet, unless you can put some heat on them real good.
My wife.
But I haven't given up. I won't give up till probably the end of May. If I don't have some germination by the end of May, I'm not gonna. I won't grow peppers this year, I guess. But I hope to have some germination by then. I mean, hot peppers. I do have a few hot peppers that have come up already. Organic salsa. Very cool. I have a whole Kirkland's. I like Kirkland.
Stuff is, wow. It's very mild. Mm-hmm. Yeah, right. It's not mild.
It
By
says
any
medium.
means.
Yeah,
Well, this might be my wife's. But it says medium, but mine said mild. And I was like, ain't nothing mild about it.
it's not mild. Yeah. I
I'm
hate
like,
that, but
Jesus.
I do like heat, so it wouldn't bother me.
And then there's another salsa called it's called monkey sauce. Because the
Yeah.
guy said it could make you bend over and curl up into a ball like a monkey if you eat enough of it. Because he says it will light up your world. I'm like, good God, I don't want none of that.
I
That
dissolve a
doesn't.
quarter teaspoon calcium nitrate to a gallon of water and water the onions after they're up about 2 inches. Okay.
I did find out what cools you off after a fire tune. It's those Go-Gurts.
Yeah.
They will take the fire away quickly.
No, I like Go-Gurts.
They're like little tubes.
Yeah,
You
I
rip the
like
top
them.
up. And
You can get them at Aldi's for $1.19.
that's what I had. When I ate that, finished that today, I had to down two of them real quick. Put the fire away. And it does.
Yeah, because Cajun, when they got about 2 inches, that's about how tall they were, 2 to 3 inches. And then they started curling and died. They just curled up and withered away. And that's all I can ever get them to do. I can get them to sprout, get about 2 or 3 inches, and then they just wither up and die. I've tried watering them less, watering them more, and they still do. It doesn't matter. They still die. But you're saying quarter teaspoon calcium nitrate, and that should help.
Check the almanac for the
Guaranteed to
weather.
work is what he said, I think. Guaranteed without a doubt to work. Ashley Ratcliffe, I'm cleaning and listening, guys. All right, Ashley, thanks. Appreciate it. All right, we're going to get into this thing a little bit. Is that okay? We're going to try to get into this clue game just a little bit. And I'm going to read the rules. You can go ahead and talk if you want to, Gary. I want to talk about this just a little bit and learn how to do it together.
Go ahead. I'm going to get ready to go make a dinner for.
What are you going to make? Did you tell us already?
I'm going to make my son a pizza. Homemade pizza,
Pepperoni, chicken.
pepperoni sausage. I'm going to sneak a jalapeno pepper in on it.
Jalapeno, very good.
Just to give him a try. He said he'd take anything that I can take.
In the sun, right?
Huh?
We did the onions in the sun, correct? Not the shade.
Yeah, we did full sun. Yeah,
I'm going to make my wife her.
You have them outside in the sun or in the shade? I have them inside. Should I put them
That's a big
outside in the
deer.
sun or the shade?
Woo. Big deer. Walking like he owns the
That's
place.
not what I said. He said that works for me. I know that, Danny. I have them inside in a window with all my other plant starts. Just how I started every plant I've ever started for 20 years. Right beside the wood burner. Tammy's gonna sneeze. All right, we're gonna go through the contents and rules. Clue. I love clue. Contents: 1 crime card, 12 evidence cards, 4 sets of 12 case file cards, 2 reminder rules cards, 6 character profile cards, extra cards for the advanced game. Ooh, there's an advanced game. Mark with a plus symbol, 3 evidence cards, 12 case file cards, object. Use your detective skills to solve the mystery and make an accusation. Who did it? And what? And with what and where? Take all the cards marked with a plus in the corner out of the game. So you got to open these up and take all the cards out that have a plus out of the game. I don't know why, but we have to do that.
On both sides.
Yeah. So like some of the cards look like this. They have a plus sign. Oh, sorry. I've muted you because you were beeping. Some of the cards have plus signs like that, and you have to take those out of the game. And I'll show you what all the other cards look like. They look really cool. Do you remember all the characters? Who remembers all the characters? And then there's 2 reminder cards in case you forget the rules. You can just keep these with the deck, or if you lose the box, this will give you all their things. You can just put all your cards together with a rubber band like everybody always does. Who keeps the box? I mean, you put all your cards right with a rubber band, don't you? That's what I do. Give them a taste, they will grow. Give them a taste, that they will grow. What does that mean?
Maybe the outside.
So give them a taste, they will grow. Taste of what? Taste of what, baby? What are we having for dinner, Garrett?
I'm making my son a homemade pizza.
Oh, you said that.
Gonna sneak him in some jalapeno peppers. And I've got.
You're not gonna eat?
No, I'm on diet. I'm diabetic, so I can only drink and eat so much a day. That's what I'm keeping my wife got me.
Oh, cool. Diabetic cookbook.
Yep, I read through it.
Diabetic.
And then I got my grandma's recipes.
All right, here's all the plus cards. We got an evidence revolver, a couple revolvers. Looks like 4 revolvers.
Candlestick.
5 revolvers. Then there's an evidence living room with a plus.
Give the onions a taste of calcium nitrate.
Okay. Oh, I will. Evidence study. Living room. Living room. Living room. I don't need any seeds this year, though. I've got 100 red onions. I've got 100. Well, I bought 50 set candy onion sets. And then I've got however many onions they can fit in a 4-pack. And then I've got 100 white onions. I've got 5, probably because I had probably 5 or 10 scallions from before. So I probably got 15 scallions. And then we got ramps out there. We got garlic out there. So I got tons of onions. All right. So we took all the plus cards out. These are regular. I don't know if I need to mix them or what. All right. So you take the plus cards and you remove them from the deck. Those are separate. It says take out all the character profile cards. Each player picks a card. This is who you'll be for the game. All right, so we gotta go through and pick out all the profile cards. Do you remember who they are? Professor Plum. That's Professor Plum in this card game. Who was some more of the other ones? Miss
Professor Plum with a candlestick holder.
Miss Scarlet. It was Miss Scarlet with the candlestick in the
in the parlor.
Dr. Orchid. I don't know who Dr. Orchid is. You ever heard of Dr. Orchid?
It's a new one.
That's a new one for the card game. And then Mr. Green. Now, the other 2 card games they had were Connect 4 and Battleship. Colonel Mustard. I love his mustache. Look at his mustache.
Battleship's pretty good.
Hey, you think go check out our Scrappy Acres homestead, Eric Hale. I've waited till it was dry. It's wet right now, but I tilled up a few times the entire garden, and I tilled up where we planted potatoes probably 6 times now. And if you go to Scrappy Acres Homestead, we just planted potatoes. You can watch that. I think I put that up yesterday, maybe. Mrs. Peacock. Mrs. Peacock. All these people look like people I know on YouTube here. All these people.
Yep, once I get my website straightened out, I'll be doing some live cooking.
Okay, here it says you're going to do what kind? Black cooking?
Yeah, once I get my channel straight up, live cooking, landscaping, whatever I need to be done, I'll do it.
Yeah, very cool. Dr. Orchid, she's a mysterious genius who'll go to any length to protect her secrets. That's Dr. Orchid.
Sounds like several people I know.
Mr. Green, he's a suave con man whose scheming might come to an end if his true identity is revealed. Colonel Mustard, he's a hero to the outside world, but someone who knows his dark side might be blackmailing him. Mrs. Peacock, she's a socialite with 3 husbands who died mysteriously. What's on her mind? Marriage, murder, or both? Who else do we have? Little Mustard? Did I talk about this?
Yes, you did.
I remember playing that when I was a little kid.
I think that's it. I don't have any more descriptive cards. All right. So these are your things, and we'll just draw some just for. We're not going to play the game, I don't think. Maybe one round. But you draw one, pick a card, any card, pick a card, any card.
My boss is calling from the horse farm. I'll bring some of that if they actually do the horse farm.
The horse farm?
Yeah, showing how to ride and stuff like that.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Because I got a big Budweiser Clydesdale out there.
Professor Plum, and I am Mrs. Peacock. That's kind of backwards, but
yeah, I got my boss calling right now. He's trying to buzz in. Wonder what he wants. Somebody might. Oh, I'm going time he calls me. Yeah,
why don't you work, Gary? Gary, I see you on that live. You're supposed to be working on that.
He knows I'm not working today. I just work for him for the heck of it because him and my dad were in the military together.
We had to because we got so much stuff going on, Eric, and I do a lot of gardening, but that's only through the summer really because we don't have much of a season in the winter. I only grow little bits. And we do so much other stuff, so I had to start a different channel. It was either that or start a different channel for everything else. And we don't do enough gardening. So I did a different channel for gardening, and that's Scrappy Acres Homestead, instead of trying to mix everything on here. And this is more of a nomad type channel. So there's artsy stuff, but there's traveling, food related, cooking. And we do our digging up gold too, which is all of our estate sales, garage sales. But that's still kind of traveling around, seeing things, but also treasures we find along our way. So this is more of our nomad channel, and then Scrappy Acres Homestead would be our gardening channel. And Homestead, I do plan to do some how-to videos. I'm going to break down on Scrappy Acres Homestead, break down everything you need to know from raspberries, blackberries, and whatever. I'm just going to break down groups and give you everything I know about it per video. So it's going to be kind of more laid out how-to and things that we've done in the past and that we know that work, and just like a daily vlog type thing like this channel is. But we're going to share our gardening secrets with you guys, and we're going to show you what we're growing and how we're growing it. So that's kind of what that other thing is. We spend most of our time over here. Okay. So we have separated the plus cards. We have separated the profile cards, and we have picked profiles. Tammy's Professor Plum, and Jeff is Mrs. Peacock. So give each player a set of 12 case file cards. Sets are marked in the corner with one of 4 symbols. And they will have either they'll have a little magnifying glass, a hat, a thumbprint, or a camera on the top of the card.
I'm going to have to run.
All cards in a set have the same symbol. So here's a hat, and then this kitchen's got a, here, I'll show you. All right, so like in the kitchen, here's a kitchen, but there's a hat right here. And then in this kitchen, there's a magnifying glass. And in this kitchen, there's a camera. And in this kitchen, there's a thumb. So you want to put all the fingerprints together, all the magnifying glasses together, and all the hats together. Make sense?
Yep. Hey, Gorilla, I gotta go. Boss want me to come in.
I got you. That's fine. I appreciate
I
you coming
guess,
up.
I guess I got a
Everybody
horse
go
that's
check
having a
out
problem.
Gary Kelchaw.
Just check me out for now, but it's going to be upgraded.
Check him out for now, and it will be upgraded. Know that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be taken down and refurbished.
Oh, wow. Well, you need any help with anything, you let me know. I can help you with banners and avatars and all that good stuff. Anybody needs any help, they can just.
You never know, I might be hollering at you.
Oh, well, you can Gypsy in the Vanilla Gorilla, scrolling right across the bottom.
Yep.
You can get a hold of us on Facebook, Instagram. You can personal message us.
My name may be changing too.
Oh, yeah.
I keep, so I can do different channels.
Yeah. What are you going to change it to? Do you have any idea?
Well, one's going to be the cook, the chef.
Cooking chef?
Yep. And the other one's going to be the outdoorsman.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's only summertime. And there's going to be a winter one, but that one's not going to be no fun. I'm going to sit in the truck, he's going to plow.
Yeah.
Just looking for company while I'm doing it.
I got
It gets pretty boring. You're going around plowing and there's nobody sitting next to you.
Yeah. It gets long, makes for a long day, doesn't it?
Yeah. Real long. But I will definitely be hollering back at you guys.
All right. Well, appreciate you coming up.
Have a good night.
So,
You have a good night.
you guys have a good night too. I'll just send you some pictures of pizza.
All right.
Okay.
Send some pictures. That's great. Awesome.
Peace.
See you later, bud. All right. I'm going to post a link here. Anybody else wants to come up, you're more than welcome to come up. Talk about your channel if you'd like. If not, we're just going to keep going on this game. I'm trying to separate all these into, and it looks like there's more than just rooms. Like every room is in a pile, and every person is in a pile. So we're getting all 4 piles made up of the fingerprints, the magnifying glass, and the camera.
Where do you see them?
What? Right here.
The finger. Oh, okay.
And then these all say evidence. These are all evidence. And this is like a clue. I don't know what that is. That's just an extra clue. And then these are question mark. I'm not sure why those are on there. Oh, these should go with these. All right, that goes there. This goes here. And this goes here. Professor Fung. This Peacock, I think. I don't know if you keep it. All right. It says make sure all cards in the set have the same symbol. Each player should have 6 suspect cards, 3 weapon cards, and 3 location cards. Put aside any spare sets of case file cards. All right. So here's yours. You got the camera. I got the fingerprints. Make sure you have.
And I can look at these?
6 suspect cards. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right now we're going to say yeah because I have no idea how to play. And these we're going to put off to the side. So here are my 6 suspect cards. You guys are going to play with me, so we're learning how to play this together. So here are my 6 suspect cards. And then there's 2 weapon coming. 3 weapon cards. And 3 location cards. Okay, and that is true. I got all those. All right, so we're fingerprints. I don't know if we should tell anybody that. Probably not, but we're fingerprints. So 4 people can play. Separate the evidence cards into 3 piles: suspects, weapons, and. What's that? All right, this is the evidence pile. You see, they all say evidence, real plain as day on all of them. So pretty easy. Okay, so we're going to separate. We're going to put all the rooms together. There's only 3 rooms of evidence. All this.
It's supposed to be 80 here on Saturday. And today it's like maybe 40. Probably not.
I'm only seeing 3 rooms of evidence. All right. 3 rooms of evidence.
What's this?
Weapons. 3 weapons. And then the people, and there's 6 of them. And they say put it face down and shuffle them. So we're going to put these face down and shuffle them. Nobody's going to know. Oh, wait. We got to keep them in piles, don't we? Yeah.
That's what I was trying to figure out.
All right. All right, now we're going to shuffle these face down, shuffling. These are the suspects. You have 8 straight days of rain, and it's finally stopped. That is crazy. All right, those are shuffled. And it snowed here all day, too. It was cold, cold, cold. I hate the cold rain weather. Went out with you, did you bring it? Dude. All right, so we did that. Separate the evidence. We did that. Shuffle the remaining evidence cards together. Okay, place 1 card from each pile face down in a new pile in the middle. All right, so we're gonna put one. This is the new pile right here. There's that one. There's that one. And there's that one. So these are whatever these are right there, I would say is probably our, the person the murderer, the murder weapon, and the room it was done in. It's right here. All right, so we'll put these right back here where you guys can see them, but they're out of the way. All right. And then we're supposed to shuffle the last one, the ones that are left. All right. They're shuffled. All right, shuffle the remaining evidence cards together, then deal them out face down so everyone has an equal amount. All right, we'll do that. Amy gets one. I get one. 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 And then there's an extra.
So you're giving it to me? Okay.
Yeah, you get the extra clue. All right, look at your own case file cards. Look at your own case file cards and evidence cards and inspect any face-up evidence cards in the middle. All evidence cards you can see are cleared. They can be underneath the crime card. Where did the crime card come from?
I don't know. Is that what this is? This is the crime card right here. It says the crime. The crime.
Oh, the crime is this then. No? Right? They make up the crime and they stay secret until someone makes an accusation. Shuffle the remaining evidence cards together, then deal them out face down so everyone has an equal number. Fair cards are set in the middle, face up for people to see. All right, you had an extra, so that goes face up. And the extra card is the evidence room, the dining room, the evidence dining room. Everybody gets to see this. I have no heat. Furnace gave out here. Oh my gosh. That is horrible, James. What are you going to do? Do you have an electric heater you can use? You have any kind of a heater that you can use, James? All right. So we did that. Look at your own case files. Is that this? And then the person you are. Ooh, I know I'm not. Your case files are the evidence. You just will give it. Get up 4, and then the one that everybody sees.
There are 4 people.
There are 4 people. I have a knife and a billiard room. And 2 people. You have a fireplace and electric heater. All right, well that works. Fireplaces will work, won't it? Or do you have any wood?
That's how we heat. It's just the fireplace wood.
Pull any case file cards from your hand that match the face-up evidence cards and place them face down in your cleared pile. Dining room?
Put it in there, over the bottom one.
What are case files? It says look at your own case file cards and evidence cards. What are they?
That's the first stack of cards that you gave me.
Oh, yeah, that's probably it.
Good night, Arkansas Microfarm. Have a good night.
Okay, so we take out any cards that match these, which if you have billiard or Mrs. Peacock or the knife or Colonel Mustard or the dining room, you can take those out of your cards. So billiard room, don't take these out because you don't know I have these yet. Only this one. I'm just showing you for reference. You don't
So
act.
I can only take out the dining room.
Only take out the dining room.
You're taking out everything.
You don't know what I have. Just act like you don't. All right, so these all match.
Hey, my backyard science. How are you?
My backyard science. We're attempting to learn how to play Clue the card game. Clue the card game.
Okay, then what after that?
We are doing great. We hope you're doing great also. All right, so here's how we play. Have you played Clue before? This game's similar. Find out what's under the crime card, who did it, and with what and where by asking other players questions. Every time a player shows you an evidence card, you know it's not under the crime card. Put its matching case file card in your cleared pile. This is like crossing things off a Clue notebook. Time to start investigating. The most suspicious looking player goes first. That's you, Tammy.
I go first.
It said the most suspicious looking player.
That wouldn't be me.
That would be you. I don't look suspicious at all. I look like plain as day. You look suspicious. TNT balls. Good to see you here, bud. Nice to see you here. We're trying to learn Clue, the card game. Let's see. Look at your cards. Ask the player to your left about any 2 items you think might have been involved in the crime. You can ask about different item types like scarlet in the robe or the same item type like rope and candlestick? All right, you tell me, and then I'll take by my case study and tell you whether I have them or not.
Rope.
That's it. You got two.
I got two. Rope and turn on mustard.
Here's what I'll show you.
Where do I put them?
That's the pile that you just took out of your hand because you know he's not the murderer. I haven't. There's a lot of cards here, guys. It's kind of hard to keep everything intact,
Yeah.
but yeah, just know which one's which. All right. So I'm asking, how about the rope? And what's the other one? Oh, you got to have these clues because I don't even know what all to ask. Where's the reminder cards? That doesn't tell you. How many weapons are there? What are all the weapons? It should tell you all of them. Well, I guess you can look in your hand because you have them all here. So, rope and candlestick. But see, I got these two in my hand, so I'm gonna see if she's got them.
I do.
No, in your four-person hand, the little hand, not every card hand. Lay that back down and pick up your 4-card hand. Now, do you have the rope and the candlestick in those 4 cards? Just the rope? That's it?
Correct.
Or I think you only have to show me one. All right, so I'm going to discard that. We know it's not the rope.
And so do I, right?
If you have it in your hand, you should already took out everything that was in your hand. You should have took out all the cards that are in your hand out of here. And the diagram. All right, I know what the weapon is. I got to figure out the room and the person. All right, here go. The room and the person.
About
Oh, look who's here.
Howdy, y'all.
Sorry, I didn't mean to throw you up there without warning you. But how you doing, Ford Man? Hey, give me a second. We got a little opener here for Mr. Fordman, and he thinks this is hilarious, but I think it's spot on. See if I can find it here. Oh, right here.
The next guest will put hot sauce on just about anything. Watch out, folks. This is the Ford Man, a.k.a. Kenneth Oakes. And I'm sure he had hot sauce in his coffee this morning.
He probably had hot sauce in his coffee this morning.
No, that's not, believe it or not, that is something I've not tried.
If you did, though, you'd give it a 10 out of 10. Maybe not. I've seen you not give something a 10. You're honest about it for sure.
Yeah.
You just like a lot of stuff, don't you?
I like trying different things, trying new foods, you know, doing new adventures, and you know.
Yeah, absolutely. How was that spaghetti ice that you tried?
It was definitely a 10.
What are the meatballs like?
You take one bite, you are hooked.
I've seen a lot of videos about it lately.
You talk about something that make your tongue slap your brain.
Yeah.
That's
What's the sauce? What is the spaghetti sauce?
It's the strawberry. It's
Oh,
strawberry sauce. It's not actually spaghetti sauce, but
right.
it
Right.
represents.
Yeah, it looks like spaghetti.
It yeah. You could actually buy the tool. I know Vizos Travel has it.
Huh.
He has the tool that
Pushes the ice cream out, makes this.
yeah, it makes it look like spaghetti. You can actually go and buy it. You can actually make it yourself at home. Actually,
Do you think the Play-Doh, the little toy Play-Doh things would work?
I don't know about that.
Because I used to make spaghetti with Play-Doh. You could put it in and push it, squeeze it out, and it'd come out like Play-Doh. I wonder if that'd work with ice cream.
Yeah, but
And the meatballs, those were truffles, weren't they?
yeah, but yeah, I this last time I went to Helen, Georgia, I got to eat spaghetti eyes twice.
Nice. And I've never even been to Georgia.
You never been to Georgia?
No.
Hey, you need to sign up for the Helen, Georgia meetup next year.
Yeah, I agree.
The dates have already been set.
They have?
Yep.
Wow.
It's the 10th through the 12th of March of 2023.
10th to the 12th. Write that down.
Yep. 10th through the 12th. And you may want to go ahead and
book a room.
Book your room, book your reservations early, because as time goes on, that especially that one hotel, the Hellendorf Inn that I stayed at,
Yeah.
it gets booked pretty quick.
Yeah, we're going to try to get to the Ohio State Fair this year. I'd like to have a meet up there. Anybody like to meet us up at the Ohio State Fair? We're supposed to have this year for the Ohio State Fair Willie Nelson and maybe even Ice Cube. So hopefully we get them. I think that's what they're trying to do. But Ohio State Fair is a lot of fun anyways. March, what day is it, Kenneth? I'm going to write this down.
March the 10th through the 12th. See, I haven't made any reservations yet, because I'm not sure what my finances is going to be like.
Right.
But I can't. I'm one of these that can't plan stuff that far in advance. I can't, because.
Yeah, I understand. Hey, we're the same way. We're not rich either.
How was your Easter, Kenneth?
Oh, my Easter was excellent. I actually finally was able to actually go to church for the very first time.
Oh, praise God.
And almost like 2 years since this pandemic started.
Yeah.
So you feel recharged.
Yes, it was a great experience, and we also got a new pastor, and he does a really good job as well.
Oh, very cool.
The title of his message was, "What would you do with this Jesus?"
Yeah.
What would you do with this Jesus?
Right. If you were experiencing that for the first time, what would you do?
It would be a wonderful experience for sure.
Yeah, knowing what you know now, but what if you were back then experiencing it for the first time like they did? What would you have done? Would you have believed it? You know what
Um,
I mean? That's hard to think about.
yeah, it is. Yeah. I mean, it just it's just uh, he preached on the it was out of the book of Luke, Luke chapter Luke chapter 23, I believe it was, verses 1 through 8.
Yep, that's one of the books. It's
And
very well could have been the one.
yeah, it was about the crucifixion and stuff. So
Yeah, that's in there, Luke 21.
yeah,
Very cool.
but yeah, it was a great experience.
And it's probably nice to see everybody.
Yeah, well, I actually we've actually got a couple. I got to actually meet a couple new members that new members that have actually joined the church.
Well, I'd say 2 years and a new pastor, you probably got a lot of new people.
Well, no, we're still only ranking about if everybody's there, we're ranking anywhere between 15 to 20.
Yeah.
If everybody's there.
Yeah. Well, our Easter Sunday, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11, including the pastor and us three.
Yeah. And we well, like I said, we go by the King James Version Bible.
13 people. There were 13. There were 2 in front of me, too. We don't go by the King James Bible, but that's fine.
Yeah.
No reason not to.
Yeah.
The original was written in Greek, though, so.
When is the house fair? I'm not sure.
The House Fleet Fair was, it's in August, I believe.
I'm
We'll look it up.
Yeah. I'm wanting to try to have a meet up here as well.
Are you going to B-Jam?
I haven't made reservation. I'm thinking about it. I need to. And that's another place I need to call and see if I can reserve a.
Try to get right there by the thing. We want to try to get down there. My parents are in Tennessee right now in a cabin.
Are they?
Yeah, with my brother. My brother's son's on spring break, so they're all down there in a cabin right now.
So August 7th.
And they went to the oldest restaurant, Sevierville, this weekend. It was an old apple orchard in a farm, and I think it's called. It's on my phone. I can't even might be able to look it up. But they went to that. It's the oldest restaurant in Sevierville.
Yeah.
The Apple Orchard Restaurant or Apple House, something like that. She's gonna look it up.
Yeah, I'm.
It's all the way at the bottom. That's what. Because she just said it was the last one. So.
Yeah, my family, they invited us over for dinner on Saturday, but they didn't give us a heads up. They invited us. They invited us about 30 minutes before supper.
They're doing Toby Keith, Ashley, and not Willie Nelson. Oh, are you kidding me? They're doing Toby Keith. I'd rather see Willie Nelson.
The Apple Barn?
The Apple Barn is what Ashley said. I'm not sure. I think that could be. That very well could be, but I can't. My phone's tied up and Jamie couldn't find it.
Yeah.
But it might be. I think it might be the Apple Barn, honestly. And I guess it's the oldest restaurant in Sevierville. That's where they're at, is somewhere around Sevierville. The cabin looked pretty nice. It has a basement game room. It has a loft. Had a big window. They said it rained all day today. Was it raining there all day today? Both of them, it said. What? They're having Toby Keith and Willie Nelson. The oldest restaurant is the Apple Barn. Oh, she looked it up, so she's right. That's what it's called, the Apple Barn. That's where they're at today. But the mountains look gorgeous this morning with all the fog and stuff on them because they're at the top of the mountain. All right, ask me for one. I'll tell you. What time do you go live, Kenny?
At 10.
Okay.
Candlestick.
At 10 p.m. Eastern.
Miss
It's usually right after Charlie Grace. Charlie Grace Adventures usually raids me right after her.
And when does she go live?
At 9.
All right. We can drop her link in there if you want at 9 here in 40 minutes.
Candlestick.
Yeah.
Candlestick.
Miss Peacock.
Yep. So, no, you don't take it out of your hand. You take it out of.
I'm multitasking now as is.
So I did all the other ones.
What's that?
I'm multitasking now as is.
You are? Well, who's live on
Aren't
right
you
now?
always multitasking?
Yeah. Edgy Hay Family Adventures is on at 8, and RV on the Wayside is on at 8.
Whoa.
I'll ask you. You didn't take any of yours out?
All right. How about the kitchen and Dr. Orchid?
But yeah, when I have my meetup, I'd like to be able to invite everybody. Everybody's welcome, and I want people to be able to bring whatever they have to camp with, whether it's be an RV, tent.
We're gonna do potlucks and stuff. You said.
I that's what I'd like for it to be, because or at least everybody like pitch in and like, sorry about that. Dad's over hacking. Huh?
Like last time. If we could, we'll bring a tent.
Mrs. Scarlett, Mr.
Yeah,
Green.
well, the thing about it is the Warrior's Path is not going to work because they won't allow anything over 35 feet long. And some of those RVs, those RV channels,
Yeah.
they have 45 feet rigs.
Oh.
And so I'm trying to find something that's going to accept
Some of your RV friends have 45-foot rigs.
Yeah, they have 45. Like Rayleigh Creative Travel, he has 45-foot rig. I think Dream on Wheels has a 45-foot rig. I think RV Underway has a 45-foot rig, I think. And I'm not sure about McGuire's on Tires. I want to be able to invite everybody, especially the ones that really wanted to meet me in Mayberry, but that that didn't work.
What I already took out. I did have Mr. Green.
Should have 4 that you don't touch.
But
Have 4 that you don't touch. Where's the 4 that you don't touch?
I used to.
You can't. You gotta keep them in your hand.
Well, I can't. I
Ones that
have
say
them all.
evidence should all be in your hand. You have 4 evidence cards that we're trying to figure out who the thing is. These are yours. No. You should have 4 evidence. Are these your 4 yours?
That must have been it there.
These are yours.
I'm missing one. This one.
All right, so I don't even know those. I want to know Mr. Green and Mrs.
We might
Scarlet.
get this figured out.
Mrs. Scarlet, Mr. Green.
Yeah.
Both of them?
Yeah.
I
Take it
just
out.
need to know the room. How do I figure out the room?
I don't know.
Keep going.
I only have 2 left because
How
I
much?
took
What are
two
these
of them.
plus cards for?
I don't know. I don't understand this game. I don't understand the way we're playing it, I guess.
So that's how you play this game. We're done now. Because
What
Tammy's
time?
got
What time
all the
you
keys.
want playing?
We were trying to play Glue.
We're playing
Card
Clue the
game.
Dart game.
Oh,
You know the Clue the game with the board game? We showed everybody
I
how to
think
play
so,
the
yeah.
card game. But I don't know how many people actually got it. But it is fun. I think it'd be a lot of fun, but you got to keep everything organized because everything looks the same. So,
You have to put so many different piles.
the only thing I didn't know was the room. So it was, I don't remember now, so I put it all up. I think it was. Let me guess. All right, what do you guess? What's everybody guess? Tammy, what do you guess?
Kitchen.
You think kitchen, and with what and with who?
Stick.
Kitchen candlestick?
With Professor.
Professor Plum kitchen candlestick. I say revolver. I say Miss Scarlet. And I say not sure what room. What rooms are there? Kitchen. All right, kitchen. Candlestick. I was wrong. Tammy was right. Dr. Orchid. I was too, but we didn't. You had Dr. Orchid. Maybe not in evidence. She kept getting her evidence and her regular cards mixed up. But pretty fun game. Played at the meetup. Want to play it at the meetup, maybe?
the what now?
I said, this is a pretty fun game. You want to play it at the meetup, maybe?
Yeah, it sounds fun. I'm not really. See, I've never really hosted a meetup myself, so I don't really know how to. I need somebody to actually help me that knows how to handle that, how to organize a meetup because I don't know really. Yeah, I know for sure the one campground they want to know roughly about how many people is going to show up, and also
That's too hard to
and they want
figure out. There's no way you could figure out how many people's going to be there.
and they want they want what, when, where, and why, and what would be, and things like that. And I've got to send I'm supposed to send an email with all that information to him to see if they can accommodate.
Right. But you're not going to know how many people's coming. I mean, you're going to have a rough idea. What you got to do is find out who's coming by a certain date, and then tell them that amount, and then just reserve your spot. Make sure you got someplace there that you can kind of make sure you pick a spot where you'll have some place where everyone can gather at, like a gazebo or something, or at least have some sort of tables, someplace with tables nearby so you can have food, and then campsites that'll accept everybody's stuff. Then everything, that's all you really need to do, and invite everybody, and then maybe have a few
Well,
different
see,
timelines and stuff.
The campground's got to kind of, because the campground, David Crockett campground, see, they got to see if they can approve, because they're not even sure. Because see, they told me that nobody's going to be allowed to film.
Well, you don't want to have a YouTube meetup where nobody can film. You won't want that. Nobody's going to want to come.
Well,
you can't invite a bunch of content creators to someplace they can't create content.
I know that, but what I'm saying is but they're going to see if they can. He's going to take it to somebody else to see if, because this campground does accept 45 feet rigs, and they accept vans and things like that for people to bring their vans, or because I said there's going to be some that's going to be bringing vans and going to be bringing tents and RVs and kind of, and I said, because I learned that some campgrounds they won't allow you to just tent, and they won't allow you to just camp in your vehicle without it having all the hookups and being RV and all that stuff.
Crazy.
I learned that from Mayberry. I learned that right quick.
They told you couldn't sleep in your vehicle?
They told me because I didn't have a self-contained toilet, and I didn't have the hookups. I could not stay there in my van. Nobody else could either, because they said that had been the rule since they opened in 2007.
Do they allow tents?
They allow tents.
Wasn't that the same thing as the?
But the way they told me on the phone, they even said that nobody could park their personal vehicle there. They couldn't park their personal vehicle on the sites.
I don't know. Different.
It had to be. It had to be camper. It had to be camper, van, RV type vehicle. And
why do they care?
Well, I learned too, it's a privately owned campground, so they can change their rules anytime they want, do whatever they want, anytime with or without warning.
Sounds like a great place.
Well, I'm just saying, private campgrounds is that way, and the state campgrounds, they have to go by what the state tells them, and the federal campgrounds have to go by what the government tells them. So those are the three differences between state, federal, and private owned campgrounds.
They have to do what the government tells them to do.
Yeah, they have to go by what the government. They have to go by what the government tells them, and then they also. And that's what the federal. That's what the federal campgrounds is, and then the state. They have to go by what the state tells them. State campgrounds, state parks, and things like that.
There's Duke.
Hey, Duke, you've grown big time.
Yeah, Kenneth.
Well, boy. You give any kiss?
Gave you a big floppy kiss, Kenneth.
You give Kenneth a kiss, boy.
Yeah, I mean it's been kind of crazy, but yeah, they told me, said if anybody films, they have to have this special permit to film.
Yeah, that makes sense because they probably got other people there. I gotta get.
Well,
stuff
I
by
told
the-
them it was just going to be, like YouTube channels with cell phones and GoPros. Maybe it's not going to be a big movie.
Yeah.
It's not going to be a big
Oh,
movie.
you don't know me, Kenneth. I come with a big crew. 10, 12 crew and big cameras and everything. Sound guys, stage managers,
But I mean,
directors.
but I'm thinking, so that's where I'm having to figure out. So I'm gonna see if I'm gonna ask, and I don't want to be on top of other meetups as well, because I've heard that there's several other meetups that's happening too, and a lot of people have got their reservations already set up for those meetups.
Yeah, you don't want to step on any toes, do you?
No, I don't. And I'd like to make it a yearly thing if it all works out.
That'd be fun.
An annual meetup.
So you couldn't just tell everybody come meet at because the park's not big enough, huh?
No, because like I said, state Warriors Pass State Park, they don't accept. I've already asked, and they said they don't accept nothing over 35 feet long. Anything over that they can't.
And how many people do you know that have the 45 over 35 feet?
I know Rayleigh Creative Chapel is 45 feet long. I think Dream on Wheels is 45. Dream on Wheels, I think their rig is 45 feet long. I think RV Underway, Ricky and Barbara from RV Underway, they are 35. I believe they are 45. I'm not sure how big Mel Natty Living Free Zip Codeless is. But what's happening?
I'm just listening to you.
Okay. But yeah, I'm not sure how many. I'm. I know I just named off those right off the top of my head. That's making me dizzy. You're muted. You're muted. We can't hear you.
All right, so I got to leave this one, right? I got to leave this one. You can hear me now?
I can hear you now. Yeah.
I got too many cameras going.
Yeah. But anyway, so I so I'm gonna talk with Charlie Grace and figure out if she can help me as well.
Well, I'll help you any way I can. I don't know what I can do down in Tennessee, but I can help you schedule stuff or
Well, I
whatever
know
you
that
want to
I need somebody to help me organize it because I didn't know what I was gonna run into trying to organize a meetup,
do. Yeah, it's a lot of work.
and you know, I know if I have food catered, that's going to be pretty expensive.
I wouldn't do that.
That probably costs too much.
Everybody's responsible for their own food, and then just have one night you have where everybody gets together with you.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Or with everybody, like a meetup.
a potluck dinner or something.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
would
like we
say.
did for Big Joe and Malia's.
Everybody's going to be coming down to see. I mean, they're going to be with you the entire weekend. That's what it's for, is to meet you. But I'm saying there's one scheduled dinner where everybody gets together. That way you don't have 10,000 people all at the same place at the same time, except
Yeah,
for one time when it's dedicated for that.
and see with gas prices, I don't know how many people is going to want to travel either.
Right?
Because
Just don't know. It's hard. That's why I'm saying if you don't make it so that everybody there's a certain amount that has to go and you have opportunity for people to go, then whoever can come will, and whoever can't, you're not obligated to have them there. So you got to kind of leave it a little bit lenient. At least the first one. Once it gets bigger, then you can change the way you do things. But right now, if you get 10 or 15 people to come, I think that's success
yeah,
for the first year. I mean, that's 10 people that you didn't meet up with last year.
yeah,
And then the second year it might be 20 people, and the third year it might be 80 people. You know what I mean? And then
yeah,
you're really going to have to figure out what you're going to do at that point. But at that point, you'll know more of how everything's going to go. I wouldn't try to put too much on it this first year and just do kind of a trial and get as many people as you can to go, and make sure the ones you know are coming have access to, make sure the 45 footers have a spot to park and things like that. But it could be a lot bigger than you think too, Kenneth. So you got to be able to be ready for that too.
yeah,
Could surprise you.
yeah,
Could have a full house.
Yeah, because a lot of people like you, Kenneth. So I'm sure a lot of people will try to get down there.
yeah. So, but yeah, I just trying to figure it out. And I know Camping Therapy said that she films her at that one campground all the time, and she doesn't have a pass or nothing to film. And I'm like, I don't know. I'm just going by what they told me on the phone, so I don't know.
They just didn't want some big big crew in there probably. I don't think anybody cares, especially campgrounds. They don't care. People film like for their family and small YouTube things, but they just don't want a bunch of people running around.
Well,
They sometimes people with YouTube have a bad reputation. You see what I'm saying? Because they want to catch something dramatic or catch something crazy or destroy stuff to get it on film. They just don't want any of that stuff.
yeah.
You could have been some hoodlum YouTube crazy guy, Kenneth. They don't know. Do they know you?
I've been to that camp. That's when I first met up with camping therapy. Was at that Davy Crockett campground.
I like the Davy Crockett campground.
She went down. She went down there for a camper rally, a vintage camper rally, and met up with her. She's actually got that video on. She's actually got that video on video where I first met up with camping therapy.
Yeah. That's cool. I know I enjoyed meeting you down at the BJ. That was nice.
Yeah, it's fun.
We didn't get to go last year.
Yeah.
Did you go last year?
I think I did. Yeah. I did went last year because that was when camping therapy fell and broke her wrist.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was there last year because I was right. And she was talking about how she couldn't, where me and her camped side by side, she couldn't sleep very much because she could still, because I would get up on a late night live panel. And she's talking about how she couldn't sleep because I was up.
Yeah.
She could hear you up on YouTube.
Yeah. When she goes camping, she likes it quiet.
Some people do.
Oh, Grumpy Grunt just commented. He got the 25th like. So now I got to do a review on the George Foreman Camping Tailgate Grill. So somebody just finally hit the 25th like. I didn't think I'd get 25 likes in one day. I thought it'd take at least a couple days, but we got 25 likes on that post. So I'm going to be doing a review on the George Foreman grill camp and tailgate. We bought it probably 2 years ago. We haven't used it one time. It's flat. It's like a flat top grill. It's a lot like the Blackstone. It takes the little propane tanks. I'm not going to go into it. We'll do a review on it. We got 25 likes, so we will definitely be. Good evening, Homestead Family Reclaim. Nice to see you here.
Hey, Homestead Family Reclaim.
We're just hanging out. Kenneth's up here. We're going to jump off of here probably in 10 minutes. We've been on for 2 hours, then at 9. And we're going to go over to what? Who's live is on at 9?
Charlie Grace Adventures, actually.
Charlie Grace Adventures.
Yeah, I actually have her link right here.
Okay, you can drop it. That's fine. Charlie Grace. And here's the. Kenneth has dropped the link.
I haven't yet. I'm getting ready to.
And I'm going to too. I have it right here.
You can actually pin it to the top of the chat.
Did you get it in there yet?
Let
Let me pin this.
in 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Hello, No Parts Garage.
No Parts Garage. Very cool.
That sounds like an interesting name.
Yeah.
Especially for you, Ford man. All right, now I'm going to pin the chat.
Yeah.
Pin message. Oh, let me pin yours. You're a little more, whoa. Pin. Oh, I can't. I got to pin mine. All right, mine's pinned.
You should be able to click on mine there.
I did, but it won't pin it. It just says go to channel, replace. Oh, yeah, replace pin. There we go.
Should be able.
All right, you're up there.
Yep. Just
No Parts Garage. Welcome, welcome. Always waiting for parts. Yeah, you are. Vineyard Chicks is in the house. Hello, Mr. Jeff and Miss Tammy. Did you have a nice Easter? We had a very nice Easter. But it was lonely.
Hey,
My parents are out of town. My daughter was down seeing a friend. My son went to his new wife's parents. We did have our youngest boy was there. But first time we didn't have a bunch of family around in years. We usually have multi-families to go to. This year we cooked on the grill and ate at home. It was kind of nice. Definitely different.
It was nice, but we missed everyone.
We did miss everyone. Absolutely. Vineyard Chicks, No Parts Garage is saying hi to the Vineyard Chicks. Great little gardening channel over there. They got a great homestead. No Parts Garage. No Parts Garage. Let me go check out No Parts Garage. I do not know No Parts Garage. First time I've seen him. I'm going to get his channel up here.
From the Homestead channel.
Cool. Let's see if we can share this out. Save link. Okay. Save. Copy link.
New channel.
StreamYard. Paste. This is No Parts Garage. All right, go check out No Parts Garage. Brand new channel for us. I don't know anything about them, but they're here tonight, so go check them out. We love helping new people out. I will come by. It looks like they have 52 subscribers and 9 videos. My name is Mike. This channel will be anything to do with tools, vehicles, or anything fun and possibly reckless, but mostly fun. Sounds great, Mike. Good to meet you, buddy. No Parts Garage. Thank you for coming in. We're going to be on here for probably another 7 minutes. And then we're going to go over to Grace. You can see the pinned comment up there.
Yep.
And that's at 9 o'clock. And then right at 10 o'clock tonight, Kenneth, my boy Kenneth,
He's going to be going live.
He will be going live at 10 o'clock.
The next guest will put hot sauce on just about anything. Watch out, folks. This is the Ford Man, a.k.a. Kenneth Oaks. And I'm sure he had hot sauce in his coffee this morning.
He probably put hot sauce in his coffee this morning. He probably did too. No, he didn't.
Like I said, that's something I ain't never tried yet.
Yep. And then I want to give a shout out to Mary's Ranch. Mary's Ranch. Let me see if I can find that. I will give her a shout out. She is our Patreon supporter. Our first Patreon supporter. You can find our Patreon at easiest ways in our description on our videos. It'll take you there. We do give perks to all of our Patreons. They're getting first looks. Mary gets to see what videos we have coming up before they come out, so she can be a part of collaborations early and have ideas for her own videos if she'd like. She also gets some merchandise every 3 months, either a sticker or mini print. And so lots of good stuff if you're a Patreon. So consider being a Patreon. You can find the link in our description. Little as $3 a month, up to $10 a month. Every tier you get different perks. So also we help people with their our Patreons with their avatars, their banners, their thumbnails, and editing. We also do editing tutorials on there. So all kinds of great stuff on it for our Patreons. A lot of stuff you're not going to get on YouTube. So if you're interested in that, you definitely get your money's worth at $3 a month. And the second tier is $5 a month, and the top tier is 10. And you're definitely getting more than $10 a month worth too. So any way you choose to do it, you can't miss out. Now here's Mary's Ranch. And I'm going to share the screen a little bit. We got about 4 more minutes. And I would like to share Chrome tab. All right. So here's Mary's Ranch. She has 462 subscribers. She is a Patreon supporter of us. She has videos like being sick and still dealing with someone's horses, update on horses and what my lean-to look like, horses, lots of horses, and she does do pet rescue type stuff. Carnita porks. I haven't watched this one. I did watch the pulled pork in the Instant Pot. I watched the storm damage from high winds. And let's see, Widowmaker limbs. I haven't watched that one. It's only 23 seconds long. But this Cornita's pork using your Instapot, that sounds great. But Mary's a lot of fun, very supportive, great fun lady, and doing all kinds of stuff on her homestead. And she raises a bunch of animals. She's got a bunch of horses, I mean. But Mary's just a whole lot of fun. So make sure you guys go over and check out Mary's Ranch. Look at all these videos she's got. Look at all these. I mean, just videos. Ambrosia salad, creamy cornbread, how to make cauliflower rice, lots of Instant Pot recipes. She does like to cook in the Instant Pot, and I'm not a big Instant Pot thing. I try to give her heck about it all the time, but Instant Pot cook recipes are very good, and Mary's a wonderful lady. So go check out Mary's Ranch, please.
Cornbread right now.
Eating cornbread right now. I love cornbread. Cornbread is good stuff, especially with jalapenos in it, a little bit of honey. Jalapenos and honey in my cornbread. I love it. Love it. So last week we played games, and some people did win prizes. We do that every once in a while. Every Monday is not as fun as the next, I guess. So
you're muted.
all right, so that's just the way it is.
Nice.
I hear you now.
And so, oh wait, can't do that. It won't work. Hold on.
Channel that is upload music.
Allow
The
people
video
to upload
checks
music.
now.
Yeah. I mean, Patreon is just a social platform, basically, but it's more of a private group. You can, I think, upload I don't know. Because all the videos we do on Patreon are basically on YouTube, only unlisted or private. And so we share with our Patreon supporters special links, and they get it from YouTube. So if you can put music on YouTube, you just keep it unlisted or private, and then you share it with your Patreon. Yeah, it doesn't help with your watch hours per se, but you're giving your patrons an extra bit. I mean, Mary gets behind the scenes. She's any Patreon supporter will get listed in all of our videos that are 5 minutes or longer. So you're going to get recognition in any video that's 5 minutes or longer, and we upload 3 times a week at least. You're also going to get a special shout out if you're in the VIP. You get a thank you video, personalized thank you video. If you're in the second or third tier, you get a different sticker or a mini print every 3 months sent directly to your house that isn't available anywhere else. We do editing videos. We teach people how we do different editing things like transitions, moving objects around, making your openers, your closers, how to do banners. All that stuff's in the second and third tier. We also give sneak peeks to all 3 tiers. So a day or two before a video comes out, you know what it's going to be on. And we tell you some little bit like more of background stuff, maybe some behind the scenes type of things. You're going to get all that as any of the tiers on Patreon. We throw up collaborations with beforehand. So if we're going to be in a collaboration, when that collaboration comes out, then the world sees it, but the Patreons already know it ahead of time, so they can choose to be a part of that collaboration ahead of time if they like to or not. And as soon as we hit 1,000 subscribers, right now, long-term people that have supported our channel are all listed in our description, and that's going to stay like that for the 800 videos that we have up, and however many videos we do upload from now until we hit 1,000 subscribers. As soon as we hit 1,000 subscribers and become monetized, so the watchtowers and the 1,000 subscribers, we're going to take the list off of the description, and we're going to, just so it's fair to our Patreon, and we're going to only list Patreon supporters in our description. So eventually that will change. Right now, we have a lot of people in our description that we share out every video, and we appreciate the support, and those will always be there, and they will always stay there as long as our channel is a channel. But once we hit 1,000 and get monetized, we'll probably change it to only Patreon supporters. We're not going to have a join button here on YouTube. The only support that we will get through YouTube will be Patreon. So if you guys want to join Patreon, you can find that link in any of our descriptions on any of our videos, also in our bio on Instagram. So connect with us on our social media sites, and we do list some things on social media. You just don't get it as quick as you would on Patreon.
Hey, Baha.
And your chicks is closing in on 1,000. Really? I thought you were already at 1,000. Or are you talking one of your ninja accounts?
Or some of our friends.
Closing in on 1,000. Oh, very cool. You're gonna do a live for some of the friends closing in on 1,000. That's awesome. I was gonna say, because you guys have been at 1,000 for a long time. Yeah, things have been crazy for us too. I agree. We try to set aside Monday nights for this, but it's even hard to do that sometimes, which you've seen up until now. This is number 2 in a row, but we weren't doing them in a row for a long time. So we're gonna try to keep doing at least something on Monday nights. But we're going to switch it up tonight's just kind of a hangout with people, and anybody that wanted to talk about their channel could. We left it open for people to come up and talk about their channels. But there's a pinned comment. Go check that out. That's Grace
she's actually live now. So
Right now, she went live 5 minutes ago. And then at 10 o'clock, go over and check out Kenny. So,
yep.
we'll see you guys later. We appreciate you all.
Thanks for having me.
A couple hours with us. We'll see you next Monday. We'll see you every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on the blog. Till next time.
Bye, guys.
Peace
Bye,
out.
Kenneth.
Bye, Kenneth.